All right, you guys, we are all set up now for Greensboro Pride. So we've got the sticker wall over here. We are in a very simple table set up right here with all the sticker sheets. The bookmarks are hanging up the way that I wanted them to. We got the card covers up here. Mini prints. We're right across from the ASPCA. Look at all the puppies. Look at all the puppies. Aww. Yeah, so we're across from the Triad ASPCA, which is awesome. There's a little puppy over there. I got to hold a blue-toed skink earlier and a baby pig. I am in heaven already. We've made 2 sales. The thing is just now starting. We've got our bitch begons up here. We've got our no fuss pets down here. And yeah, this is our setup for today. We'll be here from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. We've got our coloring books in the thing. Yeah. So we're gonna have a good day. We made 2 sales already, and that was before it opened. Guys, let's do a little bitty check-in. It is 12:18, so about an hour later, and oh my goodness, the wind is fighting me. So it kept knocking my bookmarks down because the breeze would blow in behind it and they'd go flying. I had to rig up this behind it, and hopefully that works. As soon as I got that done, another breeze blew up. Hi. Blew all the prints. So now the prints are magneted at the top and at the bottom, and hopefully that will be sufficient. We made a few sales here and there. It's not been very, very busy. I'll give you a little look-see at the amount of people walking around here. I'll spin you around so you can see out there. It is starting to pick up. Like I said, it is a really big event. So yeah, go. It is a big event, so people have quite a ways to walk in order to see everything. So they're sort of trickling in, and I imagine as the day goes by, it will get a little bit more populated. But that's where we stand so far. We've made some sales. Let's see, so far we've done stickers, some sticker sheets, a sticker pack, and prints mostly. So yeah, that's what we've done the majority of so far. And I am working on my newest bag. So this is what it is. I freehanded this flower design, which I'm going to be using my, I got some stitch buttons, and so I picked out these colors to go specifically with the stitch buttons that I got. Oh no, that didn't work. It's still throwing my stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to combat this wind because I forgot all of my panels. So let me go fix this. I made a windscreen. We're gonna see if it works. I think I'm good. Yeah?
I'll probably be back.
You doing cash or card today?
Card.
All right.
Oh, these are card covers?
Yeah, so they go over top of your debit or credit card. It's a vinyl sticker. And there's a little cutout in them for your chip as well.
Oh my goodness. Actually, give me the one. I love it. Take my money.
Yep, just reach in there and grab him.
And then here's my money.
Oh, you got it. It's gonna be $26.69 after tax. I'm gonna put this up for you. Just push that blue button down the bottom. It'll take you through the payments. Y'all having a good time?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna see if our windscreen works. It may or may not. Yeah, I am working on this. I have just finished basically the inside, and then now I need to go around the outside and do the outside strap, and then I will be done with it. But hopefully my little windscreen works since I did not bring my tent sides like a doofus. Oh my goodness! Can I pet your pig? Oh my gosh!
I don't know how to get over here, but I'm coming over here.
Hi.
You want to hold him?
Yeah, absolutely. I already held one baby pig today. Oh my god!
I need a drink.
Oh my goodness! Look at this! Look at this! Oh my god! I just showed my whole log. Oh, I'm in heaven. Right? Look at her.
It's so small.
This is the second baby pig I've held today. It's such a weird day, but it's awesome.
It's breakfast.
I've held this and a blue-toed skink today. Oh
Love
my
baby girl.
goodness. Oh, okay, so are you in the same place? Okay, that's
This
why
is
that's why there's so many pigs.
Yeah. We have over 200 at the farm.
Yes, you do. Hi, baby. So I held the little white one that was walking around with baby girl.
I'm gonna get a leash for this one and I'm gonna just make it walk.
Okay, you want to go back? You want to go back? Oh, I love you. I love you.
He's so quiet with you.
I just love you. I just love you. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I could give you a drink break. Oh.
I needed it.
That was awesome. They can come around with as many animals as they want to. I'll touch all of them. I don't care.
It is so cute.
Thank you.
So I'm little coloring dates with our partner right now, and I was like, that's gonna be perfect.
Oh, nice. The only thing is the pages are a little thin. If you use alcohol markers, just put a little protector page behind it. Hand that to you. And then it'll ask if you want a receipt when it's done.
There we go. Thank
All
you.
set. Thank you so much. Have a great time.
You too.
I know, I was looking at the...
First coloring book. Okay. Oh my gosh, the pigs. Alright, so I put the wrong thing up. It didn't have my coloring book on it. Oh, Usher is crazy. Push that blue button down the bottom, it'll take you through the payments, and you grab the whole thing $132, and I am finished my bag. I love that I chose the purple. I think it was a great little accent for the bag to do the purple on the in between, and then there you go. Well, thank you. Brought this skein of yarn so that I could begin working on some granny squares for another bag. So I think that is what I am going to do next. It's a little slowish today. It looks busier on the other street, but I don't think that it necessarily is. The other street that you go up and down is a thinner street. Like this is like 5, 6 different lanes across. So we're like in the parking, and then there's a bike lane, and then there's a car lane, and then there's a turning lane, and then there's another lane, and then there's parking on the other side. So it's quite a bit of ways. So it looks like it's busier on the other street, but I don't know if that's really true because, like I said, the street is thinner. There are people gathered down there by the stage. The stage is right in the corner in between the two streets where the stoplight is. I feel like I'm still losing bookmarks today. Oh, okay. Literally all my bookmarks went flying, so I'm gonna have to go fix that. Oh, thank you so much. All right, guys, it is check-in time. It is 3:47. My booth neighbors just packed up and literally are walking away right now to go and find the corner where they can get to a vehicle. Because the turnout wasn't nice enough for them. They said last year it was really packed, and this year it is not worth it. Even though while they were packing down, at least 5 people were actively trying to shop from them. Like their booth was steady with people the entire time they were packing up. Don't be those people. It is so disrespectful to the people who do show up at these events. To literally not only have that opinion, but to say it to customers or in front of customers. I don't know if they were talking to each other loudly, but I heard it. So the people across the table from them definitely heard it. Don't say that to or about customers in front of customers. And just don't be of that opinion because these people are showing up. There are people here. Is it as busy as it could be? Probably not. But people are starting to feel the pinch, not just from small businesses having to raise their prices because of the economy currently, but big corporations are starting to jack up their prices too because they're starting to pinch their pennies with the way the economy is. So, people have less spending money. It's also a warm day. There is another event happening here in Greensboro. There's a Comic-Con apparently happening, a one-day only Comic-Con happening at a hotel here this weekend. So it's just don't be that person. It is extremely, extremely disrespectful to the people who do show up and are here to shop. It is even more disrespectful when those people are actively trying to shop from your store and you're literally packing your shit up 3 hours early in front of them. I don't like it. I'm very opinionated on the subject, and I don't like it. So they're here to get their last bit of stuff, and they're headed out. But yeah, don't be these people. Now I am in a little hole by myself. There's nobody on that side of me for 2 rows, and there's nobody beside me on this side. So, but that's okay. That's okay because we still have cute shit, and people still stopping. Hi.
Hi.
There goes my neighbor. Right there. Dragging their tables. So ungrateful. Hi.
I crochet too.
You do? Do you make wearables or ami?
I mean, I haven't really crocheted in a long time, but I started with a blanket.
My cousin needs to come here. He crochets.
Oh, nice. Here, take one of my cards. Well, no, you can't have that one because there's nothing there. Possibly.
If you have.
No, I do. I just have to find the stinking box. There you go.
So
Absolutely. Yeah, so all my patterns.
Is it screening or not?
They go with the bookmarks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you need a tassel, honey, you can have one. Y'all having a good time?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit slower at this Pride event than it was the last Pride event, but I'm still making sales. I'm sitting here actively making money when I could be sitting at home making nothing. So why would you not stay for the rest of the event? Why? Why would you not finish the event out? That's crazy to me. I mean, I could understand if your booth was completely dead and had been dead all day, but people are actively trying to get your shit and to check out the stuff that you still have left on the table. Even though they can't peruse all of it, they're still trying to grab stuff as you're packing up. Why not go the last couple of hours? It's insanity. Insanity! Anyways, that's the update for now.
Emmett's Adventure.
Emmett's Adventure.
Over. Now I've got a poop all over now.
This is baby girl. She's my favorite, and I love her.
Can I poop you?
There's a chicken. That's Usher that you saw earlier. Usher? Yep.
Have you helped me cooking yet?
There's a tortoise.
You don't like that?
There's Usher down there. They got a hedgehog in here. Turtles.
I've got to get some boots. I've got to get all the boots in. It feels really nice. I'm going to poop you, but not in the nose. Because you're tired and you're sleeping. You, sweetie.
We got a bunny. What's up, guys? All right, let's talk Greensboro Pride. It is Tuesday, September 23rd now, so it's been a couple few days since the event last Saturday, and I just wanted to go over some of my thoughts on the actual event itself. So the Greensboro Pride runs its applications and all of its information through Event Any. Event Any is very straightforward as far as applications, communication, and everything else. So no issues there. It was a well-organized event. I didn't have any issues with load in. I didn't have any issues with load out. It did take them a little while to start letting vehicles in for load out, but they did have to clear several streets of all the people who were walking around after the event closed. And I think within about 30 minutes, everybody was allowed to start coming in, and Mr. Scribbles was there to pick me up. So he was pretty good as far as that was concerned, and in the front of the line. So he got in relatively quickly, and we got out really, really quickly, because by the time he got in, I had completely broken everything down. He was here this weekend to install the doggy door, so all of the puppos are out here. So they're enjoying the fact that they can now run in and out of here as well. So if you have been missing Captain Stompy Feet down there, he's back. He's here. It was a beautiful day outside. It was a little warm, but it was breezy. I fought the wind all day personally because of the way I chose to display my bookmarks, but that was me using what should be an inside setup in an outdoor space. So that's completely 100% my fault. I just didn't bring anything to set the bookmarks on that wasn't the magnets up there. However, I do think that is going to work out great for convention. So we'll actually see how well that works out. But I enjoyed that setup. It's just that the wind thought that I didn't need to have bookmarks out. The wind doesn't like to read. And doesn't think anybody else should be able to mark their pages or something. I don't know. Anyway, the wind had a problem with it. My little makeshift fix worked for the most part, but then when the wind changed directions, obviously it started blowing bookmarks around again. No big deal. My neighbors, like I said, booked it halfway through the event, or 2.5 hours early leaving, and I was literally in a little space by myself with one empty spot on this side of me and 2 empty spaces on this side of me. So that was fun. I will say that I think I mentioned this earlier in the video. It was definitely busier on the other street. And I think part of the reason is because the street is thinner, and so it looked like there were more people. But outside of that, Karen came up. Oh my God, I abandoned Karen at my booth. I abandoned her at my booth for an hour. I went down to see the animals and lost all concept of time, space, the world, myself, and everybody else. And abandoned poor Karen at my booth for an hour. Such a bad friend. Now I owe her an hour of labor, I think. Me and her daughter were having the absolute best time. What are y'all doing? Hold, please. Anyways, yeah. So I was just hanging out with her daughter down there, petting animals, just holding animals and petting animals, and just abandoned her. But so sorry again, Karen. I've apologized like 5,000 times because I feel horrible. And Andy thought it was hilarious. He's like, "Well, she learned that lesson, didn't she?" like, like what lesson? The lesson that Amanda forgets everything in the whole entire world exists except for herself and the animals when animals are involved. I'm like, yeah, she probably did. She probably did learn that lesson. So the next time I say, I want to go see that animal, she's going to go, because my phone is what I use for internet for my point of sale system. And so I can't take my phone with me for her to be like, bitch, it's been 15 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. You know, I can't, there's zero communication if I leave my booth because my thing is they're holding down the internet. But so that was a little crazy, but I had the best time. I had the best time. Baby girl, the blue-toed skink. If I could have adopted her, I would have adopted her because she was just the chillest skink in the whole wide world, and I loved every second of holding her. So yeah, anyways, back on track. I think it was busier on that street than it was our street. Our street was a little bit more sparse in terms of vendors who showed up, in terms of the amount of distance you had to go to get to the end of it. I was at the very end. So it was like I had like 4 or 5 vendors on the other side of me at the end of the street and a couple of food trucks up there, but I was really at the end of it. So I think we probably would have done a little bit better had we been on the other street, but you know, we didn't have any say in the placement. I still think we did okay. Do I think that it was worth what we spent for it? Probably not. If you're thinking it from a business standpoint, probably not. It was a more expensive booth. I can't remember by how much at the very moment, but I think about 25, maybe 20, between $25 and $50 more than Winston-Salem Pride. And I think all in all, we did about half the revenue from Winston-Salem Pride. So there's that. Now, I will say some of the things that did good at my event were my coloring books. I'm so excited. But I was going to have some coloring books sent to me once I got back to go to my next event, and I'm not going to be able to. They would not be delivered until the day of. If I only ordered 10, it would have been the day that I had to leave to go load into both of the events on the weekend of October 4th and 5th, and I couldn't do that. So, and if I ordered 20 to put 10 at both events, then they wouldn't have gotten here until after the events were over. So I have to keep in mind that it takes quite some time to get those books sent to me. Probably around 3 weeks in total for them to get sent to me, and I need to keep that in my brain. And now I'm not ordering any more of them because they are Halloween coloring books, and by the time I have an event after October 4th and 5th, spooky season will be over. Stupid, but it will be over. It will be November for my next event, if I'm not mistaken. I only have those 2 in October. I have 5 coloring books left. I am taking them with me this weekend to Incredible Con, which we got into last minute as a vendor. So hopefully that they sell there. But if not, I've got 2 events the following weekend. Andy walked in and I have no idea what I was saying. And now he and Nibbit are leaving to go on the road for the week. So I think I was talking about the fact that It was more expensive to be at this event, and we made about half as much money as the other event. I was going to say, however, that I did have different items at this event than I had at the last event. I did not have my Toy Bin plushies. I didn't have anything but the little No Fuss pets as far as crochet was concerned at this event. And it did sell several plushies at Winston-Salem. So I think if I had a few higher priced items there, then we might have done a little bit better. But at the same time, was it going to be something that I could do physically in the amount of time that I had? I don't think so. So I'm fine with the fact that we were pretty much there with the art table and the art setup and less of the plushie setup, because that's what we're moving to anyway. Oh, the organizers do a really good job of getting people in for load in, and they have time slots for every section that they offer. And I think I mentioned this before, but we were in the very last section. So the event starts at 11 and my load in time was 10. And so I had to get loaded in or get unloaded, get set up, and get ready to go in under an hour. So that was another factor that played into the fact that it was pretty much all art, and we had as much of my stuff pre-set up as possible. I took my grid walls, like my grid cubes, I took those in 2 sections and only had to set up 6 panels total, 8 panels total, in order to complete the actual setup. Because that they just wouldn't fit into my back seat of my truck that way. And I thought if they were riding in the bed of the truck, they would have gotten smushed and smashed and they would have come apart anyways. So I had those set up. I had all of my actual wooden display units set up and they were ready to go. So all I had to do was set them onto the display once I got it set up. And then everything else is pretty much good. Andy was there. They didn't hound us too much. You're supposed to obviously unload, move your vehicle, and then you can go. We unloaded, set up the canopy, popped open the tables, and put like the main furniture, I guess you can call it, up, and then he left. They did come around towards the end, and he was fixing the leg of my canopy, and they asked him when he was going to move, and I'm like, he's just fixing the leg of my canopy, and then he's headed out because the leg got stuck on one of the hooks that holds the little side piece down. But we didn't run into any issues or any problems as far as that was concerned. If he had not dropped me off and picked me up from this event, there's no way I would have gotten done, because I still think that it was like 11:05 by the time I was actually done and set up and ready to go. And I had already taken a couple of orders at that point. So anyways, the people at the event were actually great. I have no complaints about any of the people that I met. I didn't have any weird interactions. I had a blast. Will I do this event again? Probably, just because I enjoy this event. If it doesn't conflict with anything else. If it doesn't conflict with anything else, I might do this one again. I'm definitely going to do Winston-Salem Pride again if it doesn't conflict. But it actually may be a weird conflict next year. And if so, I may send Andy to do Saturday somewhere else for me, and I may do Winston-Salem. We'll see how it works out. But I'm waiting for some dates to release before I can figure that out. But I mean, overall, it was still good. I think we probably made somewhere around 3 times our booth cost. If you want all of the specifics and all of the breakdowns, nitty-gritty details of how the event performed in all the detail and all the numbers, then jump over here to my Patreon, where they get all of the recap information in a full post after every single event. I mean, otherwise, I don't have any complaints. It was a little slowish, and that's unfortunate, but it was still a good day. I still made money, and I'm still happy. I'm still relatively happy about the amount that I made. I mean, I could have been sitting at home making no money. So, I mean, it's really hard to hard to complain about making some money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, like I said, we got accepted into Incredible Con last minute. I'm going to be in the vendor hall, not the artist alley. I missed artist alley applications for Incredible Con completely somehow. So I had applied late to be a vendor, and I got accepted late last week, and went ahead and paid for the spot there. It is in Charleston, South Carolina, this coming weekend. So stay tuned for that. I've got this week to get everything set up and ready to go and prepped for that event. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love your faces so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Ding your notification bell so you're informed each and every time I upload new content. And let's put some pride related emojis down into the comments if you made it to the end. So I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. See you in the next video. Okay, goodbye.